Let's get into some things of the things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be expect, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. You know what I'm talking about y'all. Fix me that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. What's up? Happy Saturday. Hold on. Happy Saturday, everybody. This stupid light. How y'all doing? Happy Saturday. Hope everybody is enjoying their Saturday. If you're off, if you have to work, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me say hi to the people as you guys are coming in. Let me say hi. Oh, y'all already been coming up in here. Y'all must be waiting on me for Saturday. What's up, Bama girl? Hey, Corey. DB, what's going on? Hey, Sweet Pea. Hey, Chuck. Almost missed a notification, child. You know how YouTube do. Hey, KDK. Tracy, Chuck said we need, Tracy said we need you on the cruise. Hey, CC, lovely Nola. Mia, what's going on? You going to Dark Crows for brunch? Oh, without me? What's up, Tawanda? How you doing? Now we on time. You ain't got to do that. Hey, just sweet. How you doing?
Didn't get that. Could you try again?
Here she go. No.
I found this on the web.
Siri, stop. This bitch. Ain't nobody say nothing about her. Ain't nobody say nothing about her. Hey, Patrice. Hey, Boo. Did I get everybody? Hold on. Hey, Alexis. What's going on? Des Hop. Hey, Pin. Hey, my love. Hey, Don. What's up, Boo? Sweet Pea. What's going on? Hey, Kenneth. Greetings. Nothing like a Saturday meeting. Love you. Really being tribe. Hit the like button. Yes, Boo. Mwah. Yes. Universal Goddess. Hey, Miss Pretty Amazing. I did, and I've added you to the list. Only 5 more days. I forgot to vote for my damn self yesterday. I hope y'all voted for me because I forgot to vote yesterday. But yes, 5 days left to vote. Please vote. Please vote. Vote. The link is in the chat. Thank you so much, Don. Thank you, Boo. Nubian Mahogany, what's going on? Don, do me a favor. I was gonna reach out. I meant to reach out to you earlier. Send me the link for your oil. I saw the thing, but I couldn't find the link where to go order. So send me the link, please. And put that in the chat too, but text it to me, please, so I can order my oil today. What's up, Mel? How you doing? Is that Nita? Okay, I see somebody. Okay, I got it. Somebody just sent me another one for the Make sure you're filling out the link, y'all. Make sure if you sent me money but you didn't fill out a link, please make sure you filled out the link so you're on my list so I know to add you to my sheet and then put it. It's pinned to the top, but there it is again in case you can't see it. Diamond Pro Gym, what's up? Rosanda, hey, what's going on? You just finished the TP documentary. What TP documentary? Tyler Perry documentary? Where's the Tyler Perry documentary? Hey, Travel Girl. Is that Monique? I can't stand how they done change these names. Hey, Below. What's going on? All right, if I missed you, charge it to my head and not my heart, y'all. I'm still not used to this YouTube and these handles and these names, the way they look crazy. What's up, Lady of Virtue? Hey, Boo. What's 4 hours? The TP documentary? Is it it's on Tyler Perry? Yeah, we want to support Chef Don. He's relaunched his oils and Seasonings. Y'all, please, if you can, please go support him. He's got a discount code. TP documentary. It's on YouTube. Oh, send me the link. I ain't know nothing about no Tyler Perry documentary. You said it's 4 hours long. Do I want to give 4 hours to it? Let me know. FD Significant is the YouTube channel. Hold on. Let me look it up right now so I can add it. Thank you, Don. I got your text, boo. Let me see so I can add it. You said FD Significant. Okay. Oh, it popped right up. Oh, y'all must be watching it because it popped right up. Ooh. Oh, well, he got 1.1 million subscribers, so I guess he is. Ooh. Okay. You said it's good? It's good? Okay. All right, I'm going to sit down and watch it. We'll talk about it. Okay. Well, welcome, you guys. This is sort of part 2 to the trial meeting from last night. Remember, I told y'all there was so many stories that I wasn't able to get to all of the stories, and I would come back today. I did not lie. I told y'all I was going to come back today, and here I am. I'm back. And I have a great announcement, okay? Now, y'all know that today is the last day of the Black History Month raffle. And y'all remember that my shout out to JJ, my wonderful subscriber who sent me the 4 Stanley Cups. And I told you 2 of the Stanley Cups I would keep for myself and 2 of the Stanley Cups I would add to the gift bag. So if you win the Black History Month basket, you're going to get a Stanley Cup. And I showed y'all which one it's going to be. It's the black Stanley Cup. And if you win the Really Be TV swag bag, it's going to be the other one. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is right here. It's going to be this one. I don't know why I like doing that, but this one, this pretty one with this like floral design. Okay, thank you, Emily B. Thank you, my love. Thank you for supporting it. Tracy said the bar is open. She has a white peach Cosmo, a smoked blood orange Manhattan, a brown sugar whiskey sour, and for the non-drinkers, she has a sparkling blood orange and apricot 75. Let me try that brown sugar whiskey sour. That sounds like it's going to be sweet and savory. Well, with that being said, I got a message last night. I did, Kenneth. You are on the wheel. I got a message last night, you guys, from JJ, my subscriber. And you know what JJ said? JJ said, Really B, I'm going to mail you another Stanley Cup so you can add it to all 3 baskets. So here's the thing. Everybody is guaranteed. If you win, you're going to get a Stanley Cup. All 3 gift prizes will have a Stanley Cup. So if you're in 3rd place, you'll get a Stanley Cup and a $25 gift card. If you are in 2nd place, you're going to get the Really Be swag box. And if you are in 1st place, you're going to get the Black History Month care package. And all 3 will include a Stanley Cup. Okay? So if y'all waiting, y'all because listen, they've been buying them. And thank you so much, JJ. If you were in the bushes or catching us on the replay, thank you so much. Now look, y'all been buying up these tickets ever since I added these Stanley Cups, baby. Y'all been buying these tickets, okay? So y'all, today is the last day. We will be doing the drawing tomorrow. At some point tomorrow, we'll be doing the drawing. So y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get your tickets. They $10 a ticket, $3, 3 tickets for $20, 10 tickets for $80. Now, I do have 2 questions. Lil Baby, if you are here, drop down for me, please. And Dr. Mac, if you are here, drop down for me, please, because I have a question for the 2 of you. So just so y'all know, that is the updated cash. I mean, that is the updated prize package. Okay. You see, this is one of the cups I'm keeping, obviously, because I'm going to drink out of it. See, it's blue. It's got like a blue design, like a I don't know how to describe it, child, but it's good. Like a pastel, like a pastel paint thing. Either way, it's cute. It's cute. All right. So there we go with that. All right. So the link is at the top of the chart. I mean, Lord, the link is at the top of the chat. I've also posted a link. So go on and get your raffle tickets. You have until tomorrow when I draw it. You got Let's say noon tomorrow. Watercolor. Thank you, Tracy. I couldn't get it out. Let's say noon tomorrow, because that way I have enough time to update the wheel. I have updated the wheel. Let me show y'all what the wheel look like right now. Let me show y'all what the wheel look like. I'm gonna share my screen. I have updated the wheel. If you've sent me prior to me going live, I have updated the wheel. So let me show y'all what it look like right now. Okay, that is what the wheel looks like right now. As you can see, as of right now, we have 78 entries for 3 prizes. 78 entries for 3 prizes. Y'all think we can get to y'all think we can round it up to 100 entries? I don't know. But it's 78 entries. And somebody just sent me, so we probably at 81 because somebody just sent me $20 a minute ago for 3. So we probably at 81. So can we get 19 more? Y'all think we can round that up to an even 100? 100? Okay. All right, so there we go. It's full. People listen. Y'all, the minute I said Stanley Cup, baby, I started buying them tickets, honey. If I had known that, I'd put a Stanley Cup in it from the beginning. But anyway, I took the cup you drink tea out of. Oh, you like the cup I drink tea out of? Well, I got an extra one. I got 2 of them for Christmas. Mm-hmm. Right. Chuck said, can we get some more likes for the Stanley Cup? Yes. Hit that like button. Yes. All right. So that's what we have. And y'all know the voting is open for another week for the Starlight Awards. Look, I ain't going to have so many announcements in another couple of days, child. So if you haven't voted today, please vote. I'm only going to be begging y'all for votes for one more week. And then whatever it is with God. Is with God. Thank you. Yes, this is one of the ones that I was gifted. And y'all know blue. Y'all said y'all knew I was going to keep the blue one. And did. Mm-hmm. And did. All right. So, please vote. The link is in the chat. Don has dropped the link in the chat. So, there's that. Okay. There it is right there. 5 more days remaining to vote. Okay? All right. I'm gonna bring something home with me? I hope so. From your lips to God's ears, honey. From your lips to God's ears. Okay. With that being said, let's go ahead and get this party started. Y'all know we'll talk about the cruise later. Y'all know y'all gonna have to hear about it, but we're gonna go ahead and get started. And baby, I've been working. I ain't gonna say nothing. I will. Well, thank you, boo. Thank you. So let's go ahead and get into these things. Now, first of all, I know as I did, we all woke up to the news of what's going on over in the Middle East with Iran. I saw a few minutes, maybe about an hour and a half ago, where the Palm Hotel in Dubai was on fire. I know Thais talked about, he talked to y'all know Larry Reid is in Dubai. And he said he was actually on the phone with Larry Reid when he heard, or no, Larry Reid, I think he said left him a voice note and he could hear bombs. That was earlier this morning. So he said he had texted Larry Reid. He hadn't heard back from him. He may have given an update since then. I've been on live myself and doing other stuff. So he may have given an update, but we're just going to pray for everybody, especially U.S. citizens who may be traveling and stuck. I know y'all know Oliver Sims that does a lot of those reenactments. You know, the Bravo reenactments. Y'all know who I'm talking about, the black guy who does the Bravo reenactments, when he does the voices and everything like that. His name is Oliver Sims. He's actually stuck in India. He was in India for a wedding. and he is actually stuck there as well. So he said that he did get a hotel voucher, and he's just waiting to see if he can get a flight out. He said there's a flight leaving at like 1 in the morning and one leaving at 8 in the morning. I don't know the time difference. I'm just telling you the video that I saw. I'm not sure if he's posted an update since the video that I saw. He said that at this point, he's just trying to get anything flying into the United States because he lives in Texas, but he was like, I'll fly to New York, I'll fly to Florida, I'll fly to California. I'm just trying to get in the United States. I can get home from there. So he's yeah, so there's that. So look, they told us that Kamala was going to be the one to start all these wars, right? And then Kamala was the one that said he's going to start these wars. But people didn't want to listen. And, look, I don't know what y'all want from us. Yeah, he's saying that the Ayatollah is no longer with us, but Iran is saying that that's not true. So I don't, at this point, who knows what's going on. But here's one thing that I know Americans need to stop doing. And I'm talking about all Americans, not just white or black. I'm talking about all Americans. We, and I'm saying collectively, we have got to stop thinking that the rest of the world looks at things through our lens. And what I mean by that is we may have an opinion about the Ayatollah over in Iran. We, and when I say we, I don't mean me individually. I mean we, as a country, we have to stop thinking that everybody thinks that the Ayatollah is this evil person and this horrible leader. A lot of people in Iran love him and think he's a great person. And they're probably not going to be really happy about the United States unaliving him. So what we have to stop thinking that everybody thinks the way we think. And that's what I'm going to say about that. So yeah. And there's that. Y'all know I try not to get too deep into all that stuff. We all know what's going on. We all deal with that reality. I want to create a space where we can come and laugh and joke. And if just for an hour and a half, just forget about the bullshit because it's our reality. And what I do know is that there's nothing I can do, you can do, we can do to change what the people in power are doing. I mean, so let's try to laugh a little bit about it. I'm not about that, but just laugh a little bit. Let's talk about some dumb stuff that's going on in the news. You know what I'm saying? I worry the same way y'all worry. So, okay. My friend is a pilot. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. My friend is a pilot for Emirates. They are not allowed to fly until further notice. He's stuck in Singapore. Wow. Well, Oliver is on Qatar. That's what his flight was with Qatar. And he's stuck. Again, he said right now, like I said, he may have posted a video after the one I saw. But he said that at that point, and this was a couple of hours ago, I saw this video. He said at that point, they weren't even thinking about opening up the airspace for until midnight. And that would be midnight their time. And again, that's why I said I don't know any updates. Yeah. They just, okay. All right. Thank you, Rain. Thank you. All right, so let's change the subject because I don't want to get stuck there, you guys. I don't want to get stuck there. So let's move on. Yeah, I almost went to Dubai to teach. I sure did. Hold on. I'm looking for something. Oh, okay. Child, I come. You open up your phone and you're like, what did I open up my phone to do? Okay, we talked about that yesterday. We talked about that on yesterday. We talked about that on yesterday. Now let's talk about this Floyd Mayweather. Now Floyd Mayweather is moving up, is doing a lot of moving parts, right? We know that him and Manny Pacquiao have decided they're gonna fight again. Him and Mike Tyson are supposed to be doing some exhibition, some exhibition fight, and all roads point to Floyd is broke. All roads point to Floyd is broke. Now, when I say broke, I don't mean that he net worth wise is broke. I mean that being able to put hands on money broke, right? I'm talking about liquid broke. I do think he's still probably his companies are probably worth something. He probably owns real estate, that kind of thing. But I think that he right now is cash poor. I just think he is. And he probably has so much overhead that it would take a minute to reduce it. I mean, he's probably got homes and people on his payroll and his monthly expenses and chefs and this and this and this and that. So I came across this with somebody. I came across this down to the internet, honey. It was a TikToker. And it says here that in order to settle some of his some of his debts, that Floyd Mayweather's attorneys are negotiating him starting to sell off his car collection, including a Bugatti Veyron. He reportedly has also secured a $54 million loan with 9% interest, and he's using his assets as collateral. I hope that with that $54 million, if this is true, this is all alleged, but I hope that with this $54 million that he allegedly got this loan, that he reduces some of his overhead, he gets some monkeys off his back, he pays some bills off. I don't know what Floyd Mayweather, but I told y'all, and I've told y'all this before, and I'll keep saying it. Years ago, I read this article. I believe it was in ESPN or Sports Illustrated or something. And they talked about how this man spends money. And I said, it's not going to last. You can't spend money like that. And you can't spend money like that in the way he was making his money and keep and stay that way. Like, you're making that kind of money because you are boxing and you are making these deals and you are building these brands. But the minute you stop boxing, a significant part of your income is gone. That doesn't mean you didn't make good a money decision. That doesn't mean you didn't invest well. That doesn't mean you don't, your company, maybe you have other talent that is signed under the TMT company and you're going to be but you go from making, if you made $54 million a fight, you go from making $54 million a fight to making 15% off of your boxers' fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not the same level of income. And if you're still spending, like I told you guys in that article, he talked about how he doesn't wear the same t-shirt twice. I'm sorry, what? He would wear a pair of shoes and just leave them in the hotel room. We've seen him go on these shopping sprees where he's flying over to Hermes and Louis and like all that. And again, y'all, I'm not begrudging nobody. You work hard, play hard. But you also have to understand that you got to plan for that kind of shit. I mean, spending money like that is ridiculous. To me, it's just ridiculous. He's also probably taking care of his children and potentially, he probably is. Miss French Kiss, he probably is. Meanwhile, Yaya was just bragging about how she lives off her dad's money and never had a job. Yeah. What's up, Ravine? Hey, boo. So all of those things, you guys, again, at the end of the day, the reality is it's hard to maintain it's not hard to maintain a rich lifestyle. It's hard to maintain that ridiculous lifestyle that he was maintaining. That's what's hard to maintain. buying a pair of shoes and only wearing them one time, and they're probably $500, $600 sneakers. And we ain't talking about, Walmart brand sneakers. We talking about Louis Vuitton and $400 Nikes and Gucci and all of that. Like, and you wearing them once or twice and you're just leaving them at random hotel rooms. I'm sorry, what? What? Mims, we're not talking about that in here. I know you don't mean, I know you just giving me the information, but we done moved on. We ain't talking about it. We created a safe space to just, get away from that for a few minutes. But we already talked about that. Allegedly, I don't know if that's true or not. They said it ain't true, so who knows? He better talk to MC Hammer, right? He living a billionaire lifestyle on a millionaire wallet. Yep. And again, you can live a good lifestyle as a millionaire. You can live a great lifestyle as a millionaire. But you doing some crazy shit. Just crazy. All right. And he bought a lot of Birkins. I think Yaya has as many as Kylie. Child. All them people. Child. All right, now this is a weird story. We talked a little bit about it, but let's get a little update here. The Blind Side actor Quinton Aaron. This is weird. We know he had like a stroke last month and he was in the hospital, and his family was saying that, they didn't really trust the spiritual wife that he claimed he had, right? They didn't really trust her. And come to find out, let me read y'all. This is the Quinton Aaron. Let me read y'all what this says here, child. Quinton Aaron is awake and in stable condition after suffering a severe spinal stroke that left him battling for his life. However, reports suggest that he is disappointed to learn that his wife, in air quotes, Margarita Aaron, is actually married to another man and has told family members he doesn't want to see her. Margarita, who claims to be spiritually married to Quinton, played a major role in his health journey as she made some decisions on his behalf and was the one who called for help when he suffered a neck infection earlier this year. The Blind Side actor has come out of his health crisis and is on his way to full recovery. Family members in a statement this week said that Quinton is now awake and fully alert following the life-threatening spinal stroke. In fact, he understood to be very active and has been engaging in physical activities like writing and solving puzzles, with reports suggesting he's starting to regain sensation in his legs. Quinton and his family's full support and is understood to be receiving approved visitors. However, his wife Margarita is not, I like saying Margarita, child, because her name is Margarita, is not welcome, as the news outlets reports that the actor has warned that he does not want to see Margaret at all. Okay, the way that was written was weird. All through his hospitalization, a woman named Margarita was by his side, identifying herself as his wife to medical staff and the public. The lady even told TMZ that her and Quinton got spiritually married, but the actor's family raised alarm that the purported marriage was never legal. Well, I guess it was never legal if he's already married to another, if she's, already married to another woman. Okay. I guess that's like Brandy. Remember when Brandy said she told us she married that man that's her daughter's father, and then when they found out they were never married, she said we were spiritually married. Y'all remember that? When Brandy told us she spiritually married her baby daddy? Not busy. Hey, busy. Happy birthday, boo. I know it's your birthday weekend. That's why it's a spiritual marriage. Never trust a margarita. That sounds like there's salt. You know what? Salt on the rim. Y'all, it's also interesting. She is attributed to his spiritual, his health, health journey. So I wonder how long have they been messing around with each other? Y'all wish Busy a happy birthday. Y'all drop some happy birthdays and some B's in the chat for Busy, y'all. But I wonder how long they've been messing around with each other. I mean, how long have you had this husband floating around? And allegedly, according to these reports, he didn't know she was married. Hold on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? She must not have known. I mean, it'd be different if he knew she was married and that's why they couldn't get legally married because she was already had a husband. But if she's been by his side, I mean, are her and her husband separated? I mean, for some people that may not be a difference, but that might make a difference if they're separated. But that still don't mean you don't get to walk around and just call somebody your husband. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to just say this is my husband if you ain't even married. Especially when you're in the hospital, honey. Tracy said, I'll be taking birthday shots, Busy. Are y'all taking birthday shots for your birthday? One time for the birthday boy. Oh, Lord. Not Tawanda and Tracy going to take shots for Tawanda's birthday. Ciao. Yeah, and that's the thing. See, here's the thing. If Quinton had woken up, is that correct? If Quinton had come out of his coma, I'm just gonna say that, child. And if Quinton had said, I know she married. That's why we spiritually married, because she got a whole husband. But according to this report, it sounds like he didn't know. So the husband is somewhere doing whatever the husband's been doing. The question though is, are they legally separated, or did she just run off some? Like what? Margarita, hey girl, we got questions. Margarita, I got some questions. Margarita, can you answer? Excuse me, can you answer some questions for us? But that's a weird story, honey. That's a weird story. But I thought I would give y'all an update because we did talk a few weeks ago about this, honey. I thought I would give y'all just a little bit of an update. Okay, it's 178 of y'all in the room. It's 100. Don, you still here? We got to close these.
Close them doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors.
Close those doors. Y'all know when we close the doors, it's time for y'all to do some things, right? You can do the free 99 way, which is just hit that like button for me, please. Hit the like button. Share the video out to all your friends and family. This stupid camera. Share the video out. Okay, if you can hype the video later on, if you're watching this in a replay, you can hype it. Hype that. Hype this video up. Okay, I ain't asking y'all for a donation. I mean, y'all can make a donation. Rock Chick said, let's pass the collection plate. So we pass. Lord, I can't talk. And we're passing the collection plate. Y'all know what it is. The number is, let's just make it 607. It's 607. $6.07. $16.07. $26.07. $60.07. $600. Y'all know what to do. Okay, you can cash at me or super chat me, but I really want y'all to hit the like button. That's what I really want y'all to do. Appreciate you. So with that being said, Unfortunately, we do have some clarification on Little John's son, Nathan. He says his cause of death has been revealed as an accidental drowning linked to mushroom use. So when they said that he was in crisis, vote for really being the whether you like it or not panel. Yes, Busy. Thank you, boo. Mwah. Thank you so much. Thank you, Busy. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's the contribution. Cece said, I got 20 on the collection plate. Thank you, boo. Thank you. I got 20 on the collection plate. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. So it sounds like when he was in, they said he was in distress and he ran out the house without his cell phone and he didn't have any clothes on allegedly. It sounds like maybe he was on a bad trip. Sounds like maybe he had some bad stuff and he was on a bad trip and maybe that's why they were so concerned about him. I don't know. I mean, I hate to hear it either way, but that's what has been reported. That's the update to that. Thank you, Bama girl, for the 7779311. Thank you, Rock Chick, for the $6.07. Boy, I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Gabby, $6.07. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for them tithes and offerings. I love y'all. Appreciate you. Now listen. They said that Ludacris, Glorilla, Ashanti, Jenny Aiko, and Nelly are going to be the headliners down to the Jazz in the Garden Music Fest. Name them again. Okay, cool. Glorilla, Nelly and Ashanti, Ludacris, and Jenny Aiko. Am I saying her first name right? Jenny Aiko. It says that they will be headlining the Jazz in the Gardens Music Fest. Now, let's see how canceled Nelly is. Let's see how all the people run down to the Florida. Thank you, Nisa. Mwah. Thank you, boo. Let's see how Janae Aiko. Thank you, Janae Aiko. Let's see, because here's the thing. When you buy the ticket to see one person, it's the whole group ticket. Some of the other people, hold on, let me hold on, because there was some other people that's gonna be there. Those are just the headliners. Let's see who else is gonna be down to the Jazz in the Jazz in the Garden. Let's see who else gonna be there. Let's see here. All right, some of the other people they say that's gonna be there. Ellie Mai, Stephanie Mills, Maya, Joe, El DeBarge, D Nice, SWV, Donnell Jones, Case, Sunshine Anderson, Pastor Mike, Boney James. Oh, I love Boney James. The Isley Brothers. It's going to be down to the Miami Gardens, March the 7th through the 8th. I mean, it just is what it is. Well, I feel like it's just like any of these other festivals. They have all these different people on the card, and you just got to kind of show up for the people you want to see. You got to buy a ticket for the whole thing, and you just show up for the people you want to see, you know? Like with Essence Fest, just like with the Jazz Fest, you know? All the people are going to perform, and you just get there when you want to get there. What up, Nay? Hey, boo. So... I'm waiting for the Cincinnati Music Fest in July. They have it annually and have at least 15 different acts. Yeah, I mean that's like the Hampton Jazz Fest, the Virginia Beach. Like a lot of people have these festivals and they have all these people on there, and you go see who you want to see. I mean, it just is what it is, and it's over a 3-day time period. So I've never been to Jazz in the Garden. I know people who probably live down in Miami or down in Florida may have gone multiple times. But I'm sure it's just like any other festival that's multiple days. You have headliners on different days, and you just go see who you want to see, child. Oh, Mary J. Blige is going to be at Cincy this year? Okay, Mary. Mm-hmm. Now, they started a GoFundMe for Mrs. J. Let me tell y'all something. I am disappointed in us. And when I say us, I don't mean me and y'all. I mean us as collective. They started a GoFundMe for Mrs. J, and they said that they have raised $29,000. Now, personally, for somebody like me, an average Joe, sure, $29,000 would be a good amount of money to raise on a GoFundMe. But we're all Mrs. J's rich friends. All these models that she helped put on and all of these celebrities that know her. What we are them people. I mean, maybe they made private donations. Maybe they hit her up on the back end, sent Mrs. J some money on the back end. But why is her GoFundMe only at $29,000? Now, personally, if I put 10 on it, I'd have to put 10 on it. I need to get the link, and I ain't even being funny. I gotta find the link. I don't know the link to it. I know that they have one. I gotta find the link to it. But I'll put 10 on it. And yes, some of them may have hit her up privately. Because she's been suffering for a couple of years. I mean, she had the stroke 3 years ago. So to be clear, people have probably been helping Mrs. J all along. Maybe made donations, maybe helped financially. So I'm not gonna say ain't nobody done nothing. But I just thought it would be, especially with all of the hype over the documentary and stuff. I thought they would have done more than $30,000. Because she was nasty to them people just like Tyra and was. We learned from Andre Talley's death that those fashion folks are broke. They beg, borrow, and steal. That's true. But Andre Leon Talley, a lot of times they spend, like he spent. I mean, you saw when they auctioned off his stuff, the man had stuff. He just didn't have no money. But when he had that auction, remember he had so much damn Louis Vuitton. It was crazy. And he had vintage stuff that was worth money. But he didn't spend well. Is it really going? I believe so. I believe it's the real, from my understanding, from what I'm told, it's the real GoFundMe. It's a real GoFundMe. I mean, GoFundMe does take a percentage, but she gets the majority of it. They spend money like they are their clients. They do. I'm disappointed that we even have to do a GoFundMe. There's a whole situation of folks that get sick. But part of the problem is Mrs. J, even though we know Mrs. J is a man, but Mrs. J, and we've always used the pronoun her. But one thing I'll say is probably for the majority of Mrs. J's life, he's probably been a 1099. And unless he invested in his own insurance and in his own retirement funds out of the money he was making as a contractor, there just wasn't anything there. Probably the time he was on America's Next Top Model was probably the most steady work on payroll that he's had. Most of his life, he's probably just done contract work. You know? I don't think he's married. They didn't say anything about that. There's a nice art gallery of Andre's clothes at the Art Institute in Atlanta. Yeah. And also, remember, Andre Talley, he left a lot of people, there were a lot of people that didn't fuck with him. He wasn't a very nice person that didn't lend for people to be nice to him. From my understanding now. Anybody know him personally? No disrespect, but you know. And he's been sick for a long time. Who's to say that he didn't blow through his savings? You know, they say he was in a coma for 5 months. You know what kind of hospital bills he probably was sitting on? And he has to have full care. He just started walking. So he probably had to have somebody living with him, if not 24 hours a day, probably, you know, eight hours a day. He had to have somebody living with him, somebody help him get up in the morning, help him get dressed, somebody help him take his pills, somebody to cook for him. I don't know if you guys notice, he doesn't use his right hand at all. He doesn't use his right hand. I don't think he can use his right hand. So you notice he only uses his left hand. He always has that right hand in his lap. So he may have blown through whatever savings he had. And maybe this is after, maybe he does have insurance, but it's just what's left over. I mean, insurance does not cover everything. I mean, we wish it did, but I told you guys before, when I got out of the hospital, the way, even with my insurance, I left the hospital with $500 worth of prescriptions. And that was after my insurance. I still had to come out of my pocket $500 after insurance paid. So, you know, Tyra Banks better save every penny she have because the evil snake, old Medusa, if she gets real bad off, she's going to be like, I think Tyra's good. But you never know. People's you know, you never know. Yeah, so yeah, insurance just doesn't cover a lot these days. It's just our healthcare system just sucks. It is just horrible here in the United States. It's horrible. All right. Y'all, this time next week, this time next week, y'all, we'll be getting ready. Isn't daylight savings March the 8th? Don't we spring back March the 8th, which is next week? Oh my gosh, I can't wait for it to still be light outside at 9:00 at night. I cannot wait. Any ideas for dinner? I don't know what y'all eat for dinner. I had hibachi. Shout out to Jay for sending me. He put some money on my dinner tonight. He said here goes some money for hibachi. I said, well, how did you know I wanted hibachi? And I sure did. I went and picked up some hibachi earlier. So I'm full. I might eat a little dessert. What time is it? I've been trying not to eat after 8:00. I might eat me a little dessert or something before 8:00, but I'm good. Thank you. It's not freshly colored, but thank you. I got it colored last week. Not last week. The last time I got my hair done, I got a fresh tint, honey. I got a fresh tint. But thank you. I did get it done today, though. Oh, y'all have real time throughout the year? Oh, well, y'all don't have to worry about the clocks. Yeah. Ooh, hot honey wings. You know what? I was actually trying to decide between some wings or hibachi. I really was on the edge because I was looking at something and somebody was eating some wings and I said, ooh, that looks so good. So I thought about it, but then I was like, I don't know what wings I want. Because the last couple of times I went to Buffalo Wild Wings, they were not good. And then I said, I was putting in my grocery order earlier and I said, maybe I'll just order me some wings and I'll just make some wings myself tomorrow. But I've been trying to not trying. I don't really fry anymore. I don't fry wings anymore. When I cook chicken, I bake it or I put it in the air fryer. So I didn't do the wings, but maybe I'll get some wings later on and I'll put some in the air fryer. What up, Ebs? Shout out to Chef Don Don for oven ribs, baked beans, and potato salad. Is that what he did? You know, Don Don is doing those cooking classes. Is that what he did in one of his cooking classes? Great. Now I want some fried wings. Sorry. Oh Lord. Not you need to recommend your person to Giselle. Her blonde is always ashy. Yours is always moisturized. Listen. I'm just saying, I don't know what to tell her. I don't know what to say. All right. I think I have one or two more little small stories before we get into these big stories, honey. Let me see what we got going on here. Oh, I'm gonna hit the wrong button. Okay. I don't think I want to talk about this Michael Jackson story, so I'm just gonna read y'all the headline because I don't think I want to get into it. If I'm being honest, I just don't. But it says 4 siblings reportedly sued the Michael Jackson estate for $200 million. They're alleging that the late singer trafficked, drugged, and SA'd them starting when they were as young as 7 or 8. Honestly, I just don't. I just don't want to get into it. I just. And that doesn't mean, listen, I just don't want to get you. You sent me the lawsuit already. I'll read it. I didn't even realize you had sent it to me, Tracy. I'll read it. I'll read it. Will Smith has filed a motion to strike the violinist assault lawsuit. Remember that guy that's suing Will Smith, saying that Will Smith assaulted him, the violinist, but Will Smith has filed a motion to just get that whole thing just thrown out. Like, look, I don't just throw this whole thing out, child. It's one thing I'm looking for in particular. Hold on. Something I'm looking for in particular. Hold on. I'm looking for it. How far back I gotta go? Okay. Maybe I ain't gonna be able to find it. All right, never mind. Well, let's talk about this. Brene. Y'all remember Brene? Remember Brene that got sued down in Charlotte, down in Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina for alienation of affection, where she allegedly stole her friend's husband. Well, I don't know if they was friends, but she stole the man, and she was found guilty or liable, and she got to pay $1.7 million judgment. Well, she has been doing everything. She has been doing everything in her power to not pay this money. Okay. Yes, the lady with the titties on her knees. Little baby, you sent me $3. Was that for a raffle ticket? Because the raffle tickets are $10. Now, did you send something different? Because I got $3 on my end. So let me know what that's for, boo. Because I think you put in the memo raffle tickets, but the raffle tickets are $10. So let me know. She said that she didn't file paperwork with the court to try to protect her assets so they don't garnish and start taking her assets. So it says that the TikToker hit with the $1.7 million judgment for causing alienation of affection now files court documents to protect. I'm going to read y'all what she filed paperwork to protect. And this is real. I'm not making this up. She actually filed paperwork to protect these things. TV, jewelry, wedding ring, and even an air fryer. Now I'm going to read y'all this list. Okay, I got it, boo. So she put this on the list. Bed in master bedroom, fair market value, $600. A 65-inch Samsung TV, a 55-inch Roku TV, another 55-inch Roku TV, and a 32-inch Roku TV. All of those TVs she listed as $450 value. A 10th generation iPad, she listed that as a $200 value. Husband's desk, $50. Husband's PS5, $300. Husband's monitor, $75. Her futon, $80. An air fryer, $75. A deep freezer, $150. A desk, $100. A vanity with a mirror, $120. Household furniture and decorative items, $500. But wait. Jewelry listed $650. Ma'am, did you list your jewelry at $650? Hold on, I'm not done. Her wedding ring. Ask me how much don't cheat if you already looked. Don't cheat if you already looked at the paperwork. Ask me how much you think she listed her wedding ring worth, y'all. Baby, she listed her wedding ring as $350. I wouldn't have told nobody that shit. I'd have lied. I mean, I know that when you filling out paperwork, you got to sign and you're not supposed to perjure yourself, but I don't give a damn. Ain't no way in hell. You know this paperwork is going to be public. They've been reporting everything you've been turning into the bank. They have been reporting everything you have turned into the bank. There is absolutely no way on this side of hell that I would have put on no paperwork that my wedding ring was $350. Now, let me be clear. Let me be very clear when I say this. I understand if you don't have a whole lot of money and that's what you can afford. That ain't what I'm talking about. This woman was making $10,000 a month on TikTok. On her social media, she was clocking at least but I think they said $7,000 to $10,000 a month. You could have bought your own damn ring. And what other jewelry do you have that's $650? She was, her husband wasn't. That's true, but damn. So you mean to tell me you went through all of this for a man that can't? You know what? Because y'all gonna be like, you being materialistic, really be. Maybe that's it's love. That's what love is. That's what, baby. I don't give a damn. If I'm getting ready to go through all the shit that she going through for this man, he gonna come up with more than $200,000, $350,000 for a fucking ring. This woman have been to court. She'd have been humiliated all through them TikTok streets. Okay, you was down to the Tamron Hall show and the Dr. Phil show trying to explain yourself. Ain't no way in here, and they still coming for you. The reason why you filing this paperwork is because you trying not to pay that damn judgment. Baby, just pay the money. Go down there to that courthouse and set up a payment arrangement that you can afford and just pay that lady her money. Right, DB, you done got drugged all through. You gonna pay me for my pain, and my pain is worth more than $350 damn. Now again, no, I don't want nobody. Don't nobody send me no email. Don't nobody leave me no message talking about, well, me and my husband, we didn't have no money, and that was the best we could do. And I love my $350 ring. I'm not talking about you. I am talking about her. Down here getting embarrassed the way she been getting embarrassed for this man for years. This been going on about 2 years now. And you fighting for a damn $350 fucking wedding ring. Pay that lady her money. She owe that lady $1.7 million. Pay that lady her damn money. You making $11,000 a month. But I think Tracy said 11. I said 10. You're making damn near $10,000 a month. Pay that lady. You can send that lady $1,000 a month and still pay your rent and pay your bills. The hell? $350 for a damn ring, and you got the nerve to put it on some paperwork like somebody wanted. Don't nobody want it. You think do you mean to tell me this woman that sued you for stealing her husband, you think she wants your wedding ring that cost $350? I bet you her wedding ring costs more than I bet you the wedding ring she had with the husband you stole cost more than $350. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet that wedding ring that she got from the man that you stole from her? I bet you he spent more than $350 on that ring. It just say wedding ring, Chuck. Now look, we can't listen. Now all of y'all jewelry, all y'all jewelry, you know what? Experts, don't be asking me was it the band or the ring. It say the ring. Now, what you should have been this what you should have put in that paperwork. You should have put in that paperwork that can't nobody come and get them bras. That's what you should have put in that paperwork, because them bras probably cost more money than that ring. Because a good bra gonna run you, a good bra gonna run you some coins. By the time you buy good bra, three good bras that support them titties, that's $350 right there. Girl, you could have kept that paperwork. Embarrassing yourself like that. Damn air fryer. Girl, what is wrong with you? She didn't put her car on there. She got a whole truck. She just bought a brand new truck a couple of months ago, right before court. She just bought a brand new truck. She didn't put that on there. I mean, I guess she don't own that. She probably paying payments on that, so I guess that don't matter. But an air fryer, girl, a $50 desk. Somebody asked me, does she have a lawyer? She got a lawyer now. Now, she didn't have one, but she's got one now. But hell, oh, I didn't even finish the list. Hold on. It's more stuff on here. She got another air fryer on here, a griddle, a $75 griddle. Girl. And then she got kitchen items, crock pots, and pans, etc. First of all, girl, when they pulled your bank records and they showed how much money you were spending down to the Chick-fil-A and the Wawa getting food, do you even cook? Second of all, see, now I'm done with y'all. See, this is why I'm about to clock off of here, and I'm about to pour me a drink, and I'm about to watch me some TV, because I'm not doing this with y'all today. This woman said that her kitchen items were $300. You mean to fucking tell me that your kitchen items cost as much as your damn wedding ring, and you fighting for this man? You done went to court for this man, and your kitchen pots cost the same amount of money as your wedding ring. I cannot. Is there something wrong with me? What the fuck? Oh, Jesus. Ma'am, you actually put that on a piece of paper. Thank you. Thank you, just sweet. Said the way I just laughed. Baby, the fact, because I don't even know what's worse. I don't know what's worse. The fact that you actually filled this paperwork out, or that you actually believe this. I wish a motherfucker would have me out here looking crazy. And I know I wrote down on a piece of paper for the world to see that there was a $50 difference between my wedding ring and the pots and pans in my kitchen. I wish the hell I would. All of y'all got permission to whoop my ass. If I ever come down here and defend some nigga that got me out in them streets looking this kind of crazy over a $350 wedding ring, y'all all got permission to whoop my ass. Bama girl say her granddaughter got a $350 ring. You see what I'm saying? Listen. And then again, like I said, I don't want y'all to think that I got an issue with a $350 ring. I don't. I have an issue with a $350 ring that you fighting to keep a man that cost you $1.7 million. That's the issue I got. Because please understand, if I'm out here fighting over a man that cost me $1.7 million, trust and believe, my rock is going to be so big you can be able to see it from 2 blocks away. Because he's worth fighting for. The day I let a mofo cost me $1.7 million, he must be putting $1.7 billion in my pocket. You understand what I'm telling y'all? So again, don't nobody email me, text me, IG, none of that. Talking about my wedding ring was $350 and me and my husband been together for 30 years and we love each other. I ain't talking about you. Lisa said, I'll walk to Maryland on my crutches and fight. Okay? And you have my permission. You have my permission. Right. You ain't got no ninja. Them ninjas cost money, the ice cream makers, the slushy makers. Now, if she said, look, don't come and get my ice cream ninja. Those are like $300-$400. Okay. They got air fryers that cost $300. My cousin got the air fryer with the 2-sided, and you can cook the 2 things at the same time and all that stuff, and it's all fancy and shit. And her air fryer was like $300-$400. Okay, but $175 air fryer, girl, if you don't. Moving right along. That's the one y'all got, Nisa. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Now that's worth fighting for. That's a good old air fryer. You know what I'm saying? Moving right along. Oh, Lord, these people. And I mean that. Don't let that court case be happening while I'm on spring break. I will drive my ass to Raleigh just to go to court. I ain't lying to y'all. If that court case is happening while because her ex-husband's his case is coming up. Baby, don't let that case start while I'm on spring break. I'm driving my ass down there. I'm going to court. I want a David Yurman bracelet. I want one of the bangles. I do. I would say I'm gonna buy it for myself for my birthday, but I already decided I want this purse for my birthday. Maybe I'll buy that for myself for Christmas because I ain't got no man buying me shit. All right, it's 220 of y'all in here, so this is a good time for us to take a pause for the cause. Y'all get on this ship. Get on this ship with us now. We have 20 rooms booked. My goal is 50. We're trying to get 30 more rooms booked. Don't worry about it. Listen. It's good time had by all. The rooms are a good price. It's February the 11th through the 15th of 2027. You got a year to pay this, a year. So that gives you about 7 months to pay this cruise off. You have until November the 28th to pay the cruise off. The deposit is $200. That price is locked until March the 16th. So when you get your $200, go on and call that number, 800-465-3595. Give them our group number, 9923-946. Tell them that you want to go ahead and book your room. Now, the interiors start at $892. The ocean view is $1,008. and the balconies are $13.86. And then for single, if you coming by yourself, the prices are a little bit cheaper. Hold on, I'm going to give y'all that price. If you coming by yourself, the prices are a little bit cheaper. Let me go on to tell y'all. What's up, J-Dub? What up? The prices are a little bit cheaper. Now, if you coming by yourself, the interior room is $757.43. Outside view is $873.43. And the balcony is $1,232.57. So look, once you make your deposit, if you get you a window view and you coming by yourself, baby, by the time you pay your deposit, you don't have but about $500 and some change left. You don't have but about $500 and some change left. And you got until November the 28th to pay it off. You can do $50 a payday. You could do $50 a payday. Come and get on this shit with us, baby. We are going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. Tracy and is in charge of the swag bags. The swag bags and the bar crawl. She's already planned out the bar crawl, child. She has already planned out the bar crawl. Listen, I just let Tracy go. Tracy do what she do. I just let her go, honey. I just let her go. But we're ready to make this thing do. Like I said, we already got 20 people strong, and you have until March the 16th to make your deposit to hold that rate. Can you still go after March the 16th? Absolutely. I just can't guarantee that price. That price is guaranteed until March the 16th. And if the price drops, you'll get that. They'll credit you if the price drops. But if the price goes up between now and March the 16th, I can't help you after March the 16th. But you can still book, baby. You can book until the ship is sold out. Okay? You can book until the day that ship leaves the dock if you want to, as long as they got rooms available. But I would love to see you guys there. And that's real talk. Real talk. Real talk. Okay. Moving right along. I just thought I would take a little pause for the cause right there. Take a little pause for the cause, honey. Let's get into these last couple of stories. So, in case y'all have been under a rock. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Lauren. Oh, look at Lauren finishing my commercial for me, baby. And look, they take a firm. So if you are an affirm kind of girl like I am, because I'm not ashamed, I will affirm something. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lies. They will do affirm, okay? So you can go on and affirm it. You can affirm if you have a credit limit on a firm of $1,300, you can go ahead and pay the whole thing. You can pay the whole thing off, and then just pay a firm. And then, like I told y'all yesterday, make your deposit. Go ahead and get your $200, make your deposit, and you can buy a Royal Caribbean gift card from Klarna or from Afterpay and pay the rest of your cruise off on a gift card and then pay it off that way. I'm just giving y'all options because I understand that some people, where you are today ain't where you're going to be in November. Life be life in some time, but you want to get on this ship. I'm just giving y'all options. And for those of you that are waiting for y'all taxes, I hope you get your taxes by March the 16th. That's all I'm saying. And even if you got to borrow the $200 and say, look, I'm going to give you the $200 when I get my taxes, but I want to go ahead and lock this in. I'm just telling you. Yeah, I wish you could pay on the app too. I think the fact that you can do everything on that damn app except for pay on your ship, except for pay on your cruise is ridiculous to me, but that's another conversation for another day. Pay a perm off ahead of schedule so you don't have to pay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that's just like any credit card. Y'all listen. And that's why when people be trying to shame people for using a firm or Afterpay or Klarna, ain't no shame in that. But pay it off like you pay your credit cards so you don't have to pay that interest. You pay it off before that interest kick in. I'm just telling you. Anyway, moving right along. So unless you've been living under a rock, y'all know that last week, well, it actually started before last week that T.I. and 50 Cent were doing this back and forth. But it was between T.I. and 50 Cent. Like, nobody else was involved. T.I. said what he said. 50 Cent said what he said. But then 50 Cent, who always got to take shit too far. We know he's a troll. and we know he does too much and he goes too far, he decided last week that he was going to post a picture of a not so flattering picture of Tiny. Now, let's call a thing and let's be fair. People have made not so nice comments about Tiny over the years. And I'm not saying that makes it okay. We just talking. I'm not saying that makes it okay, but we just having a conversation. We just talking. So it was a not so flattering picture of Tiny. Well, T.I. hadn't even said nothing. And I'm wondering how T.I. would have handled it had King not jumped on the internet. But King jumped down here on this internet and proceeded to cuss 50 out, and he went to hell. King went to hell. He started talking about 50 Cent mama, how she's no longer with us, and all of the things. Now, some people say he went too far. I say he didn't. That's his mama. You can't, just like I said last night about Fuck You Dineva, you can't tell nobody how to fight. 50 came, now when 50 and T.I. was going at it, ain't nobody say nothing. The two men were fighting. The two men were fighting, right? But the minute he came after the mama, Tiny, well, don't we raise our sons to defend their mamas? Don't we raise our sons to protect their mamas? Isn't that what we tell our sons? Protect your mama. Now, King didn't get on a plane and fly to New York and try to physically put his hands on 50. He went live, he cussed him out, and then he went in the booth. And he made a song. Now, did y'all see that video that King did? Did y'all see the video that King did for his diss record? Why he got a t-shirt with 50 Cent mama on it? I said, ooh, the trolling is real. See, when you troll and you get out-trolled, baby, this is some good thing right here. When you get out-trolled, because on this one, you were getting out-trolled, 50. He sat there and had a shirt on with 50 Cent mama on the shirt. Then Rick Ross jumped in the comments and said, yo, I need one of them in a 3X. Because y'all know Rick Ross and 50 been going at it for years. Baby, he said, give me one of them. He said, hey, Lil King, I need one of them in a 3X. Now, personally, Rick Ross, I think you probably need a 4X. But who am I to tell you your size? Who am I to tell you? I think it might be a little more comfortable in a. But who am I to tell you? Who am I to tell you? Okay. Now, oh, you didn't see the shirt? You didn't see Rick Ross's comments, or you didn't see the shirt? Yeah, Rick Ross left it under there. So then Damani, who also is a rapper, and here's what's funny. So T.I. he's that Southern rap, right? He's that Southern trap music rap, right? He got a whole trap music museum down in Atlanta, right? I went to the trap music museum. It's okay. But then you have King, which is pretty much, he rap like his daddy. You know, he do that old YN rap. Okay, he got that whole YN rap thing going, right? But then you got Damani. Damani is giving us Andre 3000, J. Cole type rap, right? That real zen, burning incense in the background. Matter of fact, I think Damani even has a candle line that he sells. I think he has a line of candles that he sells. He's real zen. Real zen, right? He done dropped a diss record. Right, he's a cross between Andre 3000 and J. Cole, and I love his. I've actually downloaded a few of his singles because I like his style. I like his style. It's real smooth. Yeah, real cool with it. Real cool with it, baby. He done dropped a diss record talking about Miss Jackson, and the whole song is as if he's having a conversation with 50 Cent's mother. Like, I mean, is this how you raised him? I know that's not how you raised him, and let me tell you what your son out here doing. It's cool. Like the song is smooth as shit. But his song is called Miss Jackson. Now, in the meantime, while King is dropping a diss record and Damani is dropping a diss record, baby, T.I. done dropped 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna say it one more time. T.I. has dropped 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. He has dropped 3. And then last night, I was minding my business. I promise y'all I was minding my business. And the oldest son, Masai, the oldest son, who is a Lenny Kravitz reinvented type guy. He's got that Jimi Hendrix, Lenny Kravitz vibe going, got the afro, and he wears like the hippie thrift store chic type clothes. You know what I mean? Baby, he done dropped the whole diss record. When you get dissed in rock and roll, like, I don't know how they do that. He done dissed you in rock and roll. He didn't even diss you in rap. He said 50 Cent is just, he said it's just 50 pennies. It ain't even enough for, who said it ain't even enough for rent? He said it's not even enough for rent. 50 Cent, that's not even enough to pay the rent. He said, I heard you've been shot 9 times. You want to make it 10? Sir, 50, I need you to tap out. I need you to apologize, and I need you to tap out. This man said, I heard you've been shot 9 times. You want to make it 10? I'm sorry, what? Go over to TikTok. It's all over I did a TikTok earlier. I would play it, but I don't want to get flagged. I don't know if, look, I don't know if that thing is I don't know if he make it. I don't know what it, I don't want to get my video flagged. But yeah. Go over to my TikTok. I did a TikTok to it. 50, the whole Harris family has come out here and collectively whooped your ass. And they did it effortlessly. When I say they did it effortlessly, they did it effortlessly. The fact that in 1 week, they have collectively dropped 6 diss tracks. This started on like Monday. By Saturday, they have collectively dropped 6 diss tracks and have made at least 2 videos, maybe 3. Sir, let it go. That's an old one. That Eris video, they said that that's from something else. They said that's not from this. That's like an old video that they pulled up. But she probably, now what they probably could get her to do is sing the hook. I saw that somewhere. They were saying that she could just sing the hook on on a remix. Right. Look, I saw that too. They said the OMG girls. They said the OMG girls gonna be in the studio next, child. King done apologized. Now, King did apologize to 50 Cent's son. He said, look, my bad, bruh. You know, we was in battle. I shouldn't have brought you in it. I'm like, but you ain't gonna. Okay. Yeah, that song that airs, yeah, that's not new. That's an old video. No, that's an old one. That's an old one. But I could see her singing the hook on one of these songs. I wouldn't be mad if they put her on the hook. Because at the end of the day, Tiny didn't have nothing to do with this. Tiny didn't have nothing to do with this. Tiny was minding her rich ass business over on the sideline. Nobody thinks that 50 is playing chess. Well, tell me what the chess game is, Kim. Because I think 50 did to T.I. what 50 normally does to people. And people, they may respond, but then they go about their business. 50 has never had a whole family converge on him before. Because what he did to T.I. is what he does to everybody. If somebody says something he doesn't like, then he says something nasty about them online. Then he trolls them. And the reality is most people either ignore him or they say a few things and they move on. I mean, him and Rick Ross went back and forth. And then Rick Ross was just kind of like, yeah, whatever. We saw what he did to Tierra Marie. We saw, him and Ja Rule been fighting for 20 years. Ja Rule got kicked off of a damn plane last week fucking with these fools. So I think he normally usually gets he comes out the winner, or he comes out at the, on the winning side of it. That's in my opinion. So if he's playing chess, tell me what the chess game is. It started because T.I. and 50 Cent were supposed to do a versus, and 50 pulled out of the versus. And somebody asked T.I. would he ever do a versus. He was doing an interview, and somebody asked him would he ever do a versus. And he said, I was supposed to do a versus with 50. He said, I want 50. And then he told the story about how they had negotiated behind the scenes. They had talked about it. They had agreed to it. And then 50 pulled out. And then not only did 50 pull out, but publicly 50 act like he didn't even know what they was talking about. Like, what you mean? I never agreed to do no verses. And see, I was like, I lost respect for him because we had literally talked about it. We had settled on it. We had come to a conclusion about what it was going to look like, who was going to do what. Like, everything had been worked out. And then he backed out of it. And not only did he back out of it, but publicly made it seem like I was tripping and we had never talked about doing a versus. So he was like, I don't have no respect for him. And once he said that, then here come 50. And 50 going to bring up that, T.I. was a snitch and T.I. was a rat and all of that. And so that's where it started. So him and T.I. been going back and forth for a couple of weeks now. Like, this didn't just start this week. But it was this week that he posted Tiny. And that's when it blew up. See, when it was just, like I said, when it was just T.I. and 50 going back and forth, it was just 50 Cent beefing with another person. It wasn't, nobody was paying attention to that. It was just T.I. It was just 50 beefing. But when you brought the mama into it, now here come the kids. And I love how the adults, the parents are letting them do their thing because they're adults. Like none of these are kids under the age of 21. These are all adults, and all of them are in the music industry. And again, they're fighting lyrically. They're not threatening to get on no plane. Well, I think King probably did threaten to whoop his ass, but he didn't do it. He didn't get on a plane and fly to New York. They're fighting lyrically. I ain't mad at them now. As long as it stays lyrically, I'm good. I hope the T.I. family does the Super Bowl halftime show. Baby, that would be crazy. Baby, Major don't fool with none of them. Major is a smart ass. Major is smart as fuck. Major is probably somewhere building a damn airplane or some shit. I don't know. Y'all know Major's smart as fuck. $50 been tapped out. Big up to T.I. and his sons. That's what you call protecting your mama. Yeah. And listen, as long as it just stays lyrically, I'm here for it because I don't feel like they did nothing wrong. Yeah, Major is smart as hell. Yeah, he's a genius. And y'all know Major, because remember, Major didn't even want to be on the show. Like that last season, he didn't even want to be on the show. And they were getting paid to be on the show. And Major was like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to do it. And what I love is that they respected that. Major said he didn't want to do the show anymore and they didn't make him. I respect that. Because a lot of child actors have talked about how their parents wouldn't let them quit when they wanted to quit. And so they ended up hating it and resenting the business. But I love the fact that he told T.I. and Tiny that he didn't want to do the show anymore. And they didn't make him. I mean, you saw him. I mean, you couldn't help but see him from time to time because he's in the house, but he didn't have like his own storyline, and he just didn't do the show. Right. One band, one sound. Okay. What up another round? What's up, boo? So yeah. Now I will say this, a couple of things that I did come across in the beef. Some things were said, and I just want to share some things with y'all. Okay. I want to share some things with y'all. Now, some things were posted. This person says 50 Cent is a misinformation merchant. Misinformation merchant. He never owned the Power series, even though the show was his idea and was based on. Oh shit. We about to do RuPaul's Drag Race, Abby? Shit. Was based on a Queens drug dealer named Ghost who went under the radar for over 30 years. Stars took the series from him and in 2022 reduced his control and direction of production even further. They never paid him over $25,000 an episode when they made millions. This is why T.I. said he was stunting over things that weren't his. They go further to say, when 50 Cent's overall deal with Stars ended in 2022, we remember when it ended. That's when Katori Hall left the franchise and went to Netflix. He didn't necessarily lose his existing shows, but he did lose his exclusive partnership and direct control over how the network handles them. Here is a breakdown of what's charged for him. So, what's changed for him. So I ain't gonna read through all of that. So here's another thing that was posted. There is no verified snitching paperwork on the rapper Clifford T.I. Harris. Claims that he cooperated with authorities lack official documentation to support them. During a 2007 federal weapons case, T.I.'s bodyguard became a cooperating witness, providing information that aided in T.I.'s arrest and the search of his home. This led some in the hip-hop community to speculate about T.I.'s own involvement in providing information. Now, this was posted by King. King said, I got 21 questions, but just answer this one. So who was Lodi Mack? Y'all know? Whoever he is, after he died, that's when Freaky Cent, he called him Freaky Cent. That's when Freaky Cent started to fear for his life. And well, it's up there in this Who Called My Peeps a Rat with no black and white. Well, here's yours. So he posted this paperwork. And I'm gonna read y'all what it says, child. Y'all look, where my glasses? Okay. I got the wrong glasses on, so bear with me, child. Hold on, let me do this. On or about October the 9th of 2009, S.A. Brian Smith received an anonymous call from a cell phone number that's blacked out. The caller stated that we should investigate James Roseman, a.k.a. Jimmy Henchman, in regards to the Lowell Fletcher Lodi Mack homicide. After further investigation, it was discovered that the phone used to place the anonymous tip was connected to Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. On October the 12th, 2009, Brian Smith and David Torres arrived at the home of Jackson located at blank, blank, blank. Jackson confirmed that he was the person who placed the anonymous call and that he was in fear for his life following the death of Lodi Mack. When asked what he believed the motive for the murder, he stated that he believed Lodi was unalived for the assault on Henchman's 14-year-old son. Lodi and various band members from G Unit Group had participated in. Jackson stated that he would cooperate with the investigation and would be willing to provide any information he may have in connection to the shooting involving Jimmy Henchman. Jackson disclosed that he was shot in the past, and the persons who attempted to unalive him had been hired by Irving Lorenzo, Irv Gotti, Kenneth McGriff, a.k.a. Supreme McGriff, and further asserting the fear for his life. So this allegedly is paperwork in which 50 Cent was an informant and said he would fully cooperate. Baby, they telling all these people business. Like I said, long as it just stay on paper, I'm entertained. The Prince estate, Grace Jones, Guns N' Roses have all refused to let Melania Trump use their music in the documentary and the soundtrack for her movie, Melania. This is a quote from producers. There was music that we tried to get, but sadly, there were politics to it. For example, the guys from Guns N' Roses split down the middle politically. There was a beautiful song we wanted to use, and one of the guys, I don't want to name him, said, "You got it." But the other guy was basically like, "There's just no way." We needed everybody's approval to get it on the film. So Guns N' Roses was definitely a disappointment for us. We all have a lot of respect for them. And then there was a song that we wanted to use from Grace Jones. Obviously, also a tremendous amount of respect for her. She apparently couldn't get over the political hurdle, notwithstanding the fact that the film is not a political film. Isn't it though? That was disappointing too. It's disappointing when people put politics so far ahead, and that happened a little bit with the film for sure. There's a reverse on this one too. I think Prince sold the rights to Primary Wave, and the Primary Wave guys were like, "Oh yeah, we'd be happy to go ahead and give you guys the rights to this song." But in that instance, it's my understanding that the deal was such that the estate now needs to approve what Primary Wave does with it. Literally, we were ready to go. And this lawyer that manages the estate was like, Prince would never want his song associated with Donald Trump. And we were like, but it's not Donald Trump. It comes from the movie. And once in a while, but it's all Melania. It's not political. And that guy blocked it. It's so ridiculous. He said Prince would never. Prince would never, is what they said. Prince would never. I'm mad that they still sitting there trying to act like that shit wasn't political. It absolutely is political. Anyway, let's get into this last story, child. Nicki Minaj is losing her attorneys left and right, child. Let me read y'all this article, honey. Now, we know that last month she barely held on to her house. She was getting ready to lose her house in a judgment over an assault on a bodyguard where she didn't respond to the case. And so the guy won in a default, and she almost lost her house because he asked the judge to get him permission to put a lien on her. To come and make her sell her house to pay off that debt. And at the last minute, she swooped in and paid the debt. Now, here go another court case situation. It says Nicki Minaj loses another lawyer in a $10 million suit following months of no communication. Nicki Minaj is currently navigating a high-stakes legal storm as she loses her second attorney in a $10 million defamation lawsuit filed by a former fan, Tamir Peake. This latest procedural shakeup hit the headlines after attorney Matthew Abbott filed court papers to withdraw from the case, citing a total communication breakdown with the superstar. The situation is reaching a critical tipping point because that $10 million figure represents a massive financial and reputational risk that isn't going away. This development follows a pattern of representation turnover that started in 2025 when her longtime lawyer, Judd Bernstein, also abruptly stepped away from the dispute. Now the clock is ticking as the court has set a firm deadline for the rapper to respond to her own lawyer's request to quit. It's a messy look for the defense, especially since the plaintiff is moving full steam ahead with claims involving slander and stalking. The core of this conflict traces back to August of 2024 when Tamir Peake filed his massive defamation suit against the Barbie World rapper. Peake alleges that he was the target of false accusations regarding criminal conduct and stalking made by Minaj during a period of high-intensity public tension. While the legal merits of the case are still being debated, Matthew Abbott has made it clear that he has reached the end of his rope. Abbott, who actually linked to Minaj's new management company, told the court they have not heard from the artist in months, despite reaching out several times via text, email to both Minaj and her accountants. The legal team says they have received no response. This lack of response forced Abbott to ask the judge for an extension just so Minaj has enough time to find a new permanent lawyer before things get even more expensive. Wow. The most striking part of this revolving door of attorneys is the public confidence expressed by the person who knows the case best. Former longtime lawyer Judd Bernstein has explicitly characterized Peake's lawsuit as entirely frivolous and without legal weight. Even as he walked away from the representation in late 2025, Bernstein was careful to state that his withdrawal was unrelated to any concern about the merits of the claims. He noted that it would be inappropriate to discuss the specific reasons why he chose to decline further representation, but he firmly stood by the strength of Minaj's potential defense. This creates a confusing scenario where the legal path to victory seems clear to her advisors, yet the professional relationship required to actually win is completely disintegrated. The disconnect suggests that the primary obstacle to the $10 million case, later refiled, isn't necessarily the evidence, but the logistical reality of managing a superstar. When a lawyer of Bernstein's stature calls a suit meritless and still decides to leave, it sends a specific message to the industry. Ciao. Hold on. Hold on. Now they talking about her political ramps, child. We don't care about that. So here's the thing. I don't remember this lawsuit. Y'all know we talk about all these lawsuits. I don't remember these lawsuits. But the reality of the situation is that is sad when your attorney is basically saying, look, you can win this case, but I need you to call me back. I need you to talk to me. I need us to have some sort of conversation so I can provide you the best defense, and you're not calling me back. Like, what the fuck is going on? Now, the other thing I find interesting is that he said, he didn't say we're trying to get in touch with her and her assistant. He didn't say we're trying to get in touch with her and her management. He said we're trying to get in touch with her and the accountant. So I think maybe there's some miscommunication over money too. Because why are you not calling her assistant? Why are you not calling her manager? Why are you trying to call her accountant? I just found that interesting. Abby said, wait, you think she could use that Donald Trump gold card? Woo! Anyway, honey. Anyway. Well, baby, that's all I got tonight. It looks like we're going to be over at El Teddy's house at 7:30 to talk RuPaul's. I'm going to be late because I ain't finished watching the episode yet. So I'm about to get off of here now so I can finish watching the episode so I can try to jump on at some point while they still live. Okay? With that being said, I will talk to y'all later. I guess tomorrow will be a day of reviews. I know we're doing Chasing Atlanta tomorrow. I'll do Bell Collective tomorrow. I'm going to try to do Beverly Hills tomorrow. And, of course, Real Housewives of Potomac will be tomorrow. With that being said, I'm going to talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.